How's it going, guys? I'm out here on the 300. This is just going for a little ride with my girl. This is the last vlog I'll ever have on this bike, as I got the roadworthy just today, and it's going to its new owner tomorrow, so it's pretty much sold. So that'll be good. I mean, it's the closing of a chapter, really. It's I'm going to be a little sad to see it go. I've got a lot of fond memories on this bike. But the cash will be nice, and you know, I've got the 6 now, and I'm enjoying that a lot more. It excites me. So yeah, just thought we'd go for a ride. The sky's looking a bit iffy, but it's not as bad as it was in that in the storm vid. So I copped a little bit of flack about that for squidding, which, you know, was to be expected. But it's all in good fun, just a little bit of fun. Oh, so I guess I can talk a little bit about the 300 and final impressions, man. I've had it for a year, a bit over a year, and I've racked up 11,000 kilometres in that time. So a bit under 1,000 k's a month, and that's all weekend rides, man. Like, I don't commute to work on this bike, so that's a significant amount, really. Just weekend riding. Got to remember, I want a brand new rubber here, so I'm going to take it easy, and hopefully we don't get caught in the rain. Yeah, so listen, like, I've said a lot about this bike, man. I'd say half of my vlogs were probably just talking about the bike and different opinions and stuff, but you know, I'm still going to get questions from time to time. I will say that don't stress too much about it, about your first bike, or if you're buying the 300 or the CBR 500, or if you're looking at a KTM or something. They're all good bikes, they're all fun bikes. You're going to have fun on whatever you choose as your first bike. But the 300, you know, I doubt it. It's going to be a bike that you're going to keep for many years, you know. It could be, there's nothing wrong with it. I even thought about keeping my 300, you know, because it is so fun in the twisties. But as soon as you make that move to a bigger bike, you're going to really notice how slow the 300 is. And that's normal, man. It's the same with cars. But yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, is like, you don't stress too much about it, you know. Even the Ninja 250 is a good bike, the CBR 250 is a good bike. They're all good learner bikes, and you can have so much fun on them. So I just hope I can have as much fun with Dave, man, on my 6, you know, and like, he's going to be upgrading in a bit too. Like, because these bikes, you can just ride them and just do heaps of dumb shit on them and cruise around, and it's not really going to affect you too much, you know. Like, they're very forgiving. Whereas the 600s, you know, you got to put a bit more concentration into it. This is just telling me to slow down a bit. Just had to get around these slow cars. So, you know, like, it's a sweet bike, man. It's good. It's really, really fun. But you know, once you upgrade to a 6 or something, or a bigger bike, you are going to notice it. And honestly, you're not really going to want to go back. I did see one video online of this guy in America, and he's downgraded from a 600 to a 300, I think. And he was saying a 600 Super Sport's too much for the street. I can agree with him on some things with that, but I guess a lot of it depends on what riding you're doing and where you live and what roads you have at your disposal, you know. I definitely don't think a 600 is too much where I live, because we got some nice open roads, eh? And talking about the 6, man, like I'm starting to get pretty comfortable on the 600 now, and oh my god, the potential with that bike is just so much more than the 300. Like the twisty potential, like some of the bends the 300 is still quicker through because they're tight bends, you know, and you can throw the 300 round so easy. But I feel so much more stable on the 6. It feels more, it's just so much better, and you can just pull out of the bends that much faster as well. It's so much better, and I'm glad. It's like I'm doing it all over again. Like when I got the 300, I was learning the twisties and learning the bike and all that, and then I felt like I sort of hit a ceiling on that bike, you know, as far as my capabilities went in the bends. If I'd have put better tyres on the bike, you know, some expensive rubber, then yeah, I could have just kept going and going until I was scraping knee and shit, because I know the bike can do it. I just didn't feel that the tyres were capable, man. At least on these roads, you know, I'm not on a track. So you got to remember, we're not on a track with like perfectly smooth, grippy surfaces, you know, we're out on roads. So just because they can fly around a track and drag their knee doesn't mean you can do it on the road. But I know the bike is capable of doing it. That's what I'm getting at here. So I guess, you know, the 600, it comes from factory with some pretty good tyres, so, you know, and they're well and truly worn in now. The only thing holding me back on that bike now is my skill level and my confidence. That's it. The bike is more than capable of doing all kinds of crazy shit around the bend, so I've just got to work up the balls, you know, like all in good time. I'm not in a hurry to impress anyone. I've got nothing to prove to myself or to anyone else, so I'm just taking my time with it. I'd much rather that than come out with an injury or wreck my bike or something because I was trying to run before I can walk, you know. But I guess, I mean, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit sad right now, guys. Like, this is my last ride on the 300. It's going to a good owner though, man. This guy he reminds me of myself, you know. Really good looking guy. You know, he's an Indian dude and he seems real stoked to be getting his first bike and stuff. Which is great, you know. He even sent me a photo of the cash and he's like, oh, I got the money waiting for you, bro. And I was like, oh, you know, that was cool, you know. I'm like, yeah, cheers, bro. I sent him a picture back of the bike, you know. I'm like, yeah, the bike's waiting for you too, man. Pretty cool, guys. So at least it's going to someone, you know, not some loser who's just going to flog the shit out of it. Like, I've ridden the bike hard, man, you know. I ride it hard. There's a difference riding a bike hard and just flogging the absolute shit out of it, so at least it'll be looked after. That's good. Yeah, I went to fit the, I got a new K&N air filter for my CX-36. Yeah, boy! I got that, it came in the mail. Pulled the tank off, pulled the cover off, and gone to fit the air filter, and it's the wrong one. They've sent me the wrong one. So, yeah, I'm going to have to wait for that. I'll put it all back together. Oh, go, you dickhead. What the fuck, mate? What a fucking idiot. He needs the whole roundabout to be clear. Fucking hell. Sorry, guys. Just had this idiot in front of us. You don't get those people on bloody... They come on up to a roundabout and, like, the car's over the other side of the roundabout. So they freaking stop for them. You know, just like, geez, they need to stop. Leaves me speechless, man. Some people are just idiots. Anyhow, what else is happening? I'm going out tonight with Dave, Sly, and Blinky Cab. We're going to go hit the bottle. Don't know where we're going to end up, but we're going to get on it. I had a few bourbons last night and I was just chilling, listening to the police scanner and shit. Is that nerdy, man? Is that pretty geeky, like listening to the cop scanner? I don't know, I was just bored, man. I'm just listening to a bit of music and the 5.0. Like, I just like hearing what's happening around my area, you know, and it's like you hear like someone's like rammed an ATM and they're trying to get away with cash or something. It's just good to listen to. Have you noticed with riding, it's such a mind trip. Like, it really is a mind thing, riding. In that aspect, it's nothing like driving a car. If you're in a bend, and it might even be a bend that you've done 100 times, you know, and something changes in your mind, like, oh shit, is that on the road, like gravel, or like maybe it starts raining real quickly or something. Just that doubt in yourself because of the road surface or something like that, you know? Or something doesn't feel right, for a second you feel that you've come into the bend like too fast or something. It just throws you off. Like, it's almost like your skill level just drops because your confidence drops, you know, at the same time. It's a real mind thing. Like, you gotta hold your confidence. It's like you gotta tell yourself, I got this. Like, what are you tripping for, man? I got this, you know? Even if you don't, like, even if you're in shit, you gotta take it, you gotta remember, like, you can do this. Like, I don't know, it'll save your ass, I think, if you tell yourself you got it. Do you want to stretch your legs? Yeah. There. We might head back now. That way's just boat.
That kangaroo?
Nah.
On our way home, we should stop and see if there's a wallaby in its pouch.
Was it dead?
It was on the side of the road.
I didn't see it. You'd have to tap me or something. I'm watching like far ahead. I'm not watching.
I think there was like a big goat or something on the side of the road.
Really?
Yeah.
A goat?
Well, there's a big white thing, like a sheep or something.
Dead?
Yeah, I think so. Unless it just was like a part of a tree and it looked like some leg sticking up.
For your imagination.
No, it wasn't my imagination.
Do you want to say hi to YouTube?
Meow.
Say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
There you go, guys.
Hello.